Hey guys, this is Splunks here. I'm making this video as a expanded version of the last one that I made. It was a bit basic. I decided to get some more examples and kind of analyze them and talk you guys through them so you can see the kind of strategies we implemented and how we kind of deviated from them when certain situations arised. Um, my last video, we talked about healing mid-fight whenever possible, taking advantage of early game luck. So that's like better armor and guns, you can get some easy kills straight away. Distracted teams are easy targets. So that'll be when looting, rezzing, or moving predictably, you can line up an arc star or a sniper shot, whoever's got a skull piercer, just get that heavy first hit and make sure you get that shot. Use your teammates. So watching out where they are on the map or just knowing what their abilities are will really help in certain situations. Always expect a third party. That seems to be the meta. That is the way of getting high kill games. Let's be honest. If you hit that third party attack and you manage to wipe out a team or even two, it's a good way to get some kills. Be really, really lucky. So this game requires no small amount of luck, whether it be grabbing guns, armor, being in the right position when another team rocks up.
Spotted the subject right here. They're all outside of the ring.
Taken down. Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
You're probably wondering how I got here. Yeah. So this guy has landed a whole lot of damage on me. So the obvious thing to do is to run away and try and get a heal on. So in this case, I'm Pathfinder. In another case, you may actually have to do that. You may actually have to run away and get a heal on. But because I'm Pathfinder, in this certain situation, I can do something he doesn't expect, which is grapple back up and land some shots on him before he lands them on me. The Duke.
I'm down. That guy.
Using grapple. Down. Reloading.
You may be thinking that that's not the best example for a Duke, for say legends in general, but the point of it is to kind of point out that you can Duke someone if they believe you're going to do something that you don't intend to do. Like, you can use it in a lot of different situations, so any kind of battle where they are going to lose sight of you for a couple of seconds, or even a second, and you can start running in that direction, and they believe that you're going to either like try and circle the cover that that you're running for, or you're going to run away and try to get a heal on. You can do the opposite to what anyone else would believe that you're going to do, and hopefully pop out and win. It doesn't always work, but in certain situations, that's what you need to do to survive, because a lot of the time you're not going to have time to get a heal on. So it's really just a thing that you need to trial and error, see what you can get away with, and hopefully pull it off.
Buenos dias. We need to get inside the ring. Pronto.
There are people around at all.
Yeah, Pathfinder there.
Reload. Down one. Charging shields.
Banks low.
Got bang.
Down
Got him.
one. Squad.
In front of me?
Barrel
We
stabilizer.
got bad guys over there.
Yeah, I do.
Give me one after we kill these bitches. Get inside.
Yeah.
Down one. Reloading.
Coming in. Oh, can you jump up there? Fuck's sake.
Another one down. Reloading.
So for that first fight of this game, it was just basic communication, letting my teammate know that there was people there, him letting me know that the bang was low. It's all things that really help in fights. It's a good way to wipe out a team fairly efficiently. The second fight, it was just identifying the threat early and positioning ourselves in such a way that we could have made the most of it. So if we all went through the same door, it would have been a problem. Probably would have taken a lot more damage than we did. But really, I got my first hit in, and then I backed off and I waited for him to come through the other door. So it all kind of worked out. But certain situations like that where things can go wrong if you approach them in the wrong way.
10 seconds. That's fairly close.
Fucking hell. I believe you got that red. Oh fuck.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Portal behind you. I knocked that party.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Eliminate that party.
Repairing my damages.
Yeah.
Over there.
Who's ready to fly on the zipline? I am.
So this is probably one of the best examples that anyone can get on how to work together with your teammates' abilities. So I'm stuck out in the open getting destroyed by the other team, and my teammate sees this and decides to drop a portal right at my feet so I can get away to safety and zipline into the circle. We were an elite queue as well, so definitely would have died to the storm, so that was all round great play. So this one's probably going to be the harder of the lot in trying to get across, because there's just so much going on when you get third party. There's a lot to take in, there's a lot to think about, but honestly a lot of the time it's about not hesitating. If you hesitate you tend to just freeze up and get killed, so it's really just practice and getting the muscle memory down of what to do and where to move, how to heal, when to heal, stuff like that.
Someone see me again. Behind me. In this little grenade.
Down.
So we're quite lucky with that third party, if you could even call it that. It was just after we'd downed a team. We had enough time to call it out and position ourselves. My teammate was lucky enough to have purple armor, but at the last second when I was running in there, I realized that he lost all of his armor. So I decided to slide in front of him and open up with the devotion, which ended up working out, soaked up some bullets, and we're both up and able to heal relatively quickly in case, another third party comes in. It's always best not to get your teammate downed. right in front.
We've got company.
I have one arc. There's fighting in the storm. Right in front of me, Pathy. Low?
Got him.
Reloading. Down that one.
Need to recharge my shields. Shot. Void running.
Oh, fuck.
Got Jeb.
Down that one.
Nice. There's someone to the right. Our teammate should be coming through behind him.
Frag out.
Taken out.
There's someone behind me.
Yeah, take mine. Guy up top's one shot.
Charging.
Yeah, I fucked up the Wraith too. One here. That was a separate fucking
Another
dude.
lifeline.
Reloading.
It's a different team, dude.
Charging up my
Yeah, yeah, I know. I got no minutes.
Healing up. Eyes are up now.
Reloading. Good job, me. Whole squad down. Say adios to the guys.
Oh!
Oh, got him with it. Then you got a Mirage coming through behind him too.
Shot at.
Oh, fuck off! Mirage is below. You dead cunts. He's low. Thank you.
Come on, come on.
So, from the start of that little battle, my teammate mentions that there's fighting in the storm behind us, which, you know, kind of puts in the back of your mind that someone could be coming out of the storm behind us, which worked out for me anyway, because I managed to hear those two guys coming up behind me before they managed to hit any decent shots. It was quite a stressful situation. You can probably tell by the swearing. We managed to get away and heal up, you know, as much as possible anyway. Even managed to run over to one of the loot boxes and quickly grab some extra cells when I had none. So that was all really just good communication and repositioning, so we can get a more advantageous position on everything that was going on there.
There's people. Squad. Fuck.
So
They're rushing
fucking
me.
weak.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, I'll drop a thing behind this rock over here. Yeah, up on top. He's got gold armor. I did a 90 damage to him. Yeah, one's to the right. Bloodhound.
Getting shot at.
Charging shields.
Bloody. I think they're not great, but
They have a good position.
yeah. Oh, there's another team.
Contact with us, Dad.
Fucking hell. Let me go back and get this fucking. Oh, me?
Hostile close.
That caustic is low as fuck.
Some damage over here. Eyes are open now.
Reloading.
They fucked up.
So low.
Nice.
Whole squad ate my dust. Let's do that again.
Good kill.
Half toast, half the roast.
They're pushing.
Oh, dude, he picked up the fucking batteries.
Oh, get fucked. I'm dropping a heal drone back here. Oh, above. scared the Pathfinder off. He's going to come around your way.
They're
I would
not
say.
getting back up from that.
Not bad. Shut down.
He's low. Parking's low.
Reloading. Down
He's
another
just
one.
behind here. Just healed up.
So, in that case, we managed to survive 2 third parties. I should probably start by saying that I screwed up right at the start of that clip there by not healing before looting. It's like one of the most important things to do is to make sure that you heal before you loot, because that is just the number one no-no. I was quite lucky that that team that was coming didn't take a shot at me. We survived there by sticking together, really. We stuck together, got behind whatever cover we could find, and we managed to lay down some fire. So when you get third party, the main thing really is to make sure you shoot back, because if you just turn around and you run, they're just going to chase and they're going to hit you. You've got to throw some bullets back at them and scare them off. So the shock factor, it's my word for it anyway. There's a lot of different situations where you can shock a team in such a way that they don't react the way that they should have. I'll just show you a couple of them and I'll get back to you.
Reloading. Recharging shield. Reloading. Good job, me. Whole squad down. Repairing.
So, to start off, I am really lucky to have the loadout that I do. I've got a Kraber, I've got a carbine with an extended mag, and I've got a gold backpack. So, I was quite confident going into that fight. Took that first heavy hit, taking out one. The second was just me having a one-on-one with my carbine on the Wraith. And then I just relied on my team to roll through and take the heat from the lifeline. What they did wrong was, after the Wraith got downed, it was really the lifeline's job to try and back up and either get a revive or, you know, take the pressure on. But instead, he just rushed straight at me and didn't even think about my team coming up behind me. So that's where they went wrong.
Reloading.
Enemy. Reloading. Using grapple.
So I was quite fortunate in that my team had done a lot of damage to that entire team already. Our comms weren't on, like I wasn't recording the comms at the time, but I knew that the guys on the roof were low. So I jumped up there, and really the only thing they failed at is not shooting me straight away when I landed. They were pretty much screwed no matter what, but their only chance there was to both pop out of their little cubbies just there and start wailing on me, which they didn't.
Reloading. Reloading.
Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
This was just one of those high risk, high reward plays, really. I glid to the top of that roof, looked down to see if I could get some shots on them, and realized that none of them even knew I was up there. So I had the green light for Rambo mode, decided to jump down, and luckily enough I was able to take them on one at a time. If there was a, if that was a full team with comms, they probably would have all turned and killed me. But I was quite fortunate in that case. But that kind of sums up a lot of battles, really. Like, if you can single out an entire team, if you're having a fight with an entire team, but you only take on one at a time, your chances are greatly increased.
Check out this area. Reloading.
Reloading. Reloading.
Yeah, I am that guy. Nah, that was another risky play. The only reason I did it was because when I looked over the lip, I realized that they were all fighting directly underneath me, and I happen to have a peacekeeper. So if you can hit your shots, it's a good thing to get into.
Enemy taken down. Firing.
Apparently the flatline
I am taking fire.
has the second fastest fire rate next to the R99.
I have been down.
Beginning ring countdown.
Yeah.
Next ring is far.
It's just shit though. Need armor.
First blood. Deployed. Say adios to it. Placing gas trap. Firing. Reloading. Come on, Gulati, get up.
What?
Come on.
Oh, dude, fucking die, which I'm going to.
Thank you.
Okay, I got that one at least.
Gas trap deployed.
Very close.
I'm dead.
No, you're not.
Oh, he.
Oh my gosh.
Octane over there.
Oh, please don't die.
Reloading.
They're rezzing. There's a bloodhound nearby too. There's someone rezzing there. Teammates just not gonna come help either.
Oh yes!
Downed another one.
Oh, did you just shoot both of them?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You're lucky, I like you. You're the kill. Congratulations.
I appreciate your assistance.
There's an Octane killed with blue armor here somewhere.
Got him. So that's the end of the video. I hope that this will improve your chances just a little bit. Just remember that a lot of these things take practice, you know, like it's not just something that you can watch and all of a sudden you know what to do in a certain situation. You know, you could do everything right and you'll still get stomped on. There's just those games where it doesn't work, and there's also those games where everything seems to work. It's just getting the basics down and trying to improve bit by bit that will get you there in the end. If you want a more basic rundown of this video, there is a first part that I've made that will be at the end here or in the description, and consider subscribing if you want more. Cheers.